This is a tool that could save you hours of YouTube binge watching and make the information stick to your brain longer. This is called Chat YouTube, and it allows you to chat with any YouTube video. Let's dive into it. Very similar to Chat PDF that we just saw before. Here you just have to paste a link to a video, a YouTube video. So this is what we're gonna do right now. There's this video about a talk on ChatGPT actually that I watched a month ago, and that is very interesting. I absolutely recommend it. And let's see, it's 48 minutes long, so I think it's a good example for the Chat YouTube. So I'm just pasting the URL here in the field, in the input field, and then I submit it. So right away, and it's almost instantaneous, it gives you a summary of the video. I don't know exactly how it works. Maybe it gets the captions that YouTube automatically generates. I don't know, but it's extremely fast.
In this video, Sebastian Bubeck, a researcher at Microsoft, talks about his recent work with GPT-4, an OWL language model created by OpenAL. Bubeck discusses how his team has been using GP to study artificial general intelligence and their findings that suggest the model is a step towards AGI. He acknowledges that the model is entirely OpenAL's creation, and the experiments conducted were on an early version of the model.
Yeah, that's a good summary. That's the sort of the introduction that Sebastian Bubeck gives. ChatGPT did a good job here to summarize it. Now, it gives you another, like Chat PDF, it gives you 3 examples of questions that you could ask the video. So let's start with the first one. What is GPT-4 and how does it work? Just to see how it works. You send this question. So here, this is one of the caveat of the Chat YouTube is, I don't know if the answer to this question is from the video itself or is it from the ChatGPT knowledge. Now, I don't think it's from the knowledge because by the time ChatGPT 3 was out, it didn't know anything about GPT-4. So I'm assuming it's not, but you don't have any way to know for sure. Now, one trick that I find, because I've been using this tool for a few weeks now, is that you can specify in your question according to the video or according to the author of the video, and then you know for sure that it answers the question from the video and not from its general knowledge. So let's try again here and say, how does it work according to Bubeck, which is the person who is speaking. And then now it's more accurate. So I want to know, they keep saying it's just that it's a step forward to AGI. Now, I want to know what makes him think that it is the case. So what makes Bubeck think that GPT-4 is a step towards AGI? This is very general, so I'd like something a bit more accurate or an example. So give me an example of a study that Bubeck did with GPT-4 that made him think it was a step towards AGI. Are you sure? I thought he presented something related to drawing a unicorn. Again, you are going to be faced with the issues that you see with GPT, where you have to prompt the model again to be sure that, it's not missing anything or to make sure there are things that it doesn't tell you. Now, this is for sure a drawback, and this shows you that this tool is extremely useful. And I love the way that you can interact with the video. I think this is a fantastic way to get knowledge, because instead of being passive and just watching the video or just reading a document, kind of in a passive way, you interact with it. You interact with the video, almost like I could talk to the speaker right now and ask him a few questions. Now, unfortunately, as we saw, the model, the GPT, I think it's using GPT 3.5 under the hood. Sometimes it's missing pieces. So, will that help you to summarize your video? Absolutely, yes. You will get the gist of it, 100% sure. But will you miss some of the information? Yeah, most likely. And we saw it again here. But again, is it a problem? I don't think so, because when you want to summarize a video, you're not going to get the nitty-gritty details of everything that's going on. So I think it's totally fine. You just want the gist of it. And look, in 5 minutes, we just got the gist of the video. So I think it's still great. just know the caveat, the two, caveats is you won't maybe get all the details, and some of them will be hidden from you, and you can prompt the chat again. And make sure to ask the question specifically towards the video, because otherwise you don't know if it's from ChatGPT's knowledge or if it's from the video itself. Now, what is the cost of using this tool? Well, guess what? It's absolutely free. So thank you so much to Justin. I put the links to his Twitter below in the description. Make sure you check it out. Maybe follow him, say thank you. Honestly, I think it's a great tool to have out there, and it definitely should be in your toolbox to speed things up for you a little bit. We are overwhelmed with video, and there's so many we want to watch, or so many information we wish we could have, but we can't because there's too many videos and too much time to spend on them. So with ChatYouTube, I think it's a great way to speed this up. All right, now let's give a score to this tool. So ChatYouTube falls under the same category as ChatPDF, which is a productivity tool. Now, the accuracy, I gave 1 point extra for ChatYouTube as opposed to ChatPDF because, in my opinion, it's less likely to make any errors because it has the transcripts of the video. Whereas ChatPDF, sometimes it's complicated to gather the data because it might be a table, a graphic, whatever. It's not as straightforward as with, the transcript of the video. So it's more accurate in that sense. Now, the interface is pretty much the same. You just upload your document or paste the URL of the YouTube video. Yeah, it's very straightforward. Then you just chat. It's just a chat interface, so nothing too complicated there. The platforms, I give it an 8 because you can use it on your mobile device. It's very easy. You just copy and paste the URL of the YouTube video on the mobile. It works pretty well. Whereas, for ChatPDF, it was harder to upload a PDF document on your mobile, and there's no mobile application for neither of these tools. Time saved, about the same, 8 point I gave, because it's gonna save you a tremendous amount of time if you know how to use these tools. Again, we saw that we could chat with the video in like 5-10 minutes and get the gist of it, as opposed to watch 48 minutes of the video. Now, we'll get the same amount of information, most likely not, but you still get the gist of it. And then if you want to know more information on the topic, then you can dive in the video and watch specific parts of it to have more details. Ease of use, these tools are extremely easy to use. Anyone could use them. You don't even need to know what AI is. You can just use it out of the box, which is awesome. So for the value, I give an extra half point because I think it provides more value in the sense that it's more frequent that I want to summarize a video rather than a document. Nowadays, we are overwhelmed with videos and with tremendous information. And so it's more likely that you will need to use ChatYouTube as opposed to ChatPDF. But that being said, ChatPDF is as useful in general as ChatYouTube. Okay, so an overall score of 48. I don't know yet what those score means. And if you just let me know in the comments, do you think it's useful at all? I kind of think it's useful because I would like to know, moving forward, like I'm assuming we're going to have hundreds of them. And I like to have a note in per category. Of course, it would be unfair to judge tools in different categories. But I think in the same category, it gives you an indicator of how useful these tools are, because trust me, there are a bunch of pretty useless tools also out there for AI. So I think it's a good way to keep track of, what's useful, what's not. And I want to give you, a good summary of what tools you should use and what tools you can just skip and not waste your time on them. I'm wasting the time for you guys. So let me know in the comments if it's useful at all. But yeah, hopefully you're going to add this new tool in your toolbox and use it every day to make your life easier.